Hello everyone. So today we are going to learn a new TSD concept. Right, these concepts are very common. They will appear often in your mocks. Uh, Basically we are talking about those typical problems where we have to equate distance or we have to equate whatever is constant, right? So we have an excellent example of that type of sum. So let's read it out. Two boats start from the opposite banks of a river simultaneously. They meet at a distance of 410 meters from one of the banks and continue sailing further till they reach the opposite banks. They take rest for 1 hour each and start off the return journey. Now they meet at a distance of 230 meters from the other bank. Find the distance between the two banks. So if I draw a diagram, it would be somewhat like this. This is boat A, this is boat B, and let this entire distance be x. So they both start at the same time and they first meet at a distance of 410 meters from one of the banks. Suppose this is first meeting point M1 and this is 410 meter, so this will be x minus 410 meter. Now they are saying that okay, let me explain. This was A and this was B. A went A started and went and went and went, and when A was here, B also started at the same time, and B also moved and moved and moved, and when B reached here, A reached here, right? They two meet at this point. So basically we have two ways of solving this sum. First of all, we can assume speed of A as A kilometer per hour, speed of B as B kilometer per hour. Then we uh, make equations like x by total distance by um, A plus B equals to time. So this is the total time taken um, to them to meet. In this time, A has traveled AX by A plus B kilometer and B has traveled BX by A plus B kilometer, right? Although the units are meters, I am just arbitrarily showing you examples, right? So this is one way of solving. We can make three equations and we can solve them to get what we want. But this type of approach will not get you anywhere in exams, right? This type of approaches are good for understanding basic things, but they will not help you anywhere in the exam. So today we are going to learn another effective approach, that is equating what is given as constant, right? Equating, we will just equate what is given constant. So here from the first statement itself, what can we infer what is constant? See, distance is this, A traveled 410 meter while B traveled x minus 410 meters. So distance cannot be constant. One, this is certain. Then what can be constant? Can speed be constant? No, it has not been mentioned anywhere that speed is constant. So we will take speed of A to be A meter per second and B to be B meter per second, right? So we know that speed is also not constant. So the only thing that is constant is time, because at the time when A reaches here, the same time B reaches here. So we know that time is constant. So we will try to equate time, right? So how will we do that? Very simple. We will not take uh, combined distance here, right? Combined speed here we will not take into account. We will just individually try to uh, figure out what is time for A and what is time for B. So time is distance by speed, right? 410 is distance and A is speed, which is equal to x minus 400, that is B is distance, and B is the speed of B we assumed. So now how we will equate. See, we send B here and 410 here, right? That is B by A equals to x minus 410 by 410. Okay, so we have equated speeds and time, right? This is time and this is time. So from this equation we have formed out the speed ratio of two uh, person, right? Speed ratio of two person. Now what we will do is we will form the second case where they let me explain the second case first. So what they do is, after A travels here, right? Let me change the pen. So first A starts from here, it goes and goes and goes and reaches here. Again it at the same time B starts from here and it goes and goes and goes and meets A here. After that B continues and reaches here while A continues and reaches here, right? After that they meet 230 meter from bank B, that is uh, let this be the second meeting point. So this is 230 meter and this whole distance is x minus 230, right? X minus 230. So this is it. For the return journey equation, let's see how we can make the return journey equation, right? Now total distance that total distance that A has traveled, how much? A has started from here. First it has met B here, but we won't take into account, right? When we equate things, we don't take what is called that combined distance or combined speed, we don't take. So we have no business where they meet or what they do. We will just try to find out individual time of both the person, right? So A starts from here and reaches here, so total distance traveled is x, and then it reaches here, right? So total is x and this is 230, so x plus 230 is the total distance traveled. X plus 230 is the total distance traveled and speed is A, that is equal to, now let's find out how much distance B traveled. So B had started from here, it ultimately reached here, so x, and then 410, from here it traveled x minus 230, right? X minus 230. So B traveled x minus 230 distance at the speed of B meter per second. So from here also we will get an equation of speed, that is B I will send here and it will be like this, 230 by, sorry, here I have not added 1x. So see, B total distance traveled by B is, first it travels x distance, then it travels x minus 410 distance, right? Sorry, x minus, first it travels x distance, then it travels x minus 230 distance. So it will be x plus x minus 230, that is x plus x minus 230. Let me rub and write again. Yeah, so it will be x plus x minus 230 by B. So we are just equating time, right? We found out that time is constant, so we are just equating time. From there we will get speed ratio, and we will then equate both the speed ratio, right? That is b by a equals to 2x minus 230 by x plus 230. Now if we mark this equation as 2 and this equation as 1, then we have two equations. We can simply take out we can simply find out the value of x from these two equations, right? So first equation found was x minus 410 by 410. See, both are b by a only, right? So that is why we are equating 2x minus 230 by x plus 230, right? So from here we can easily find out value of x, that is x minus 410 x plus 230, that is 410 into 2x minus 230, that is x square plus 230x minus 410x minus 94,300, that is equal to 410 into 2, that is 820x 20x minus 94,300. So minus this 2 will get cancelled, and we are ultimately left with x square equals to this 410 1 plus 230 minus 410. We will go this side, so we will be left with x square equals to 1000x, that is x equals to 1000 meter, right? So this is how we simply just did. Let me revise it again. So we first read out the question that the only thing that is constant here is time, right? So we tried to equate time. So 410 was the first distance covered by A, and x minus 410 was the distance covered by B at the rate A meter per second and B meter per second. So B by A, we just uh, found out the speed ratio, that is in terms of distance, that is b by a equals to x minus 410 by 410, right? Then what we did was we then tried to form up with another such ratio for the return journey, right? For the return journey we did not just calculate from here, right, from first meeting point, not from first meeting point, we calculated the entire journey, right, from the entire journey. So the entire journey is A first traveled up to this 410 plus x minus 410, ultimately x distance, and then 230 meter. So total distance traveled is x plus 230 by a meter per second, and total distance traveled by b was total x and then x minus 230, right? X minus 230. So x plus x minus 230 by b. So again we try to find out speed ratio. So b by a equals 2x minus 230 by x plus 230. So we just equated these two, right? We needed x, so we just equated these two and we got our x, right? Very simple, guys. Okay, so thank you for watching.